Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Moho Monday. I've got my coffee. We have some people watching already this morning. Lynn, good morning. Welcome. And Christine is here. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a nice weekend. So this morning I wanted to show you a free designer series paper package that you can earn with a $60 order. You get to pick a number of celebration items from our mini catalog. This is what it looks like. So this is our second celebration of the year. We always have one in January. And now we're doing a second one in the summer, which is exciting. So twice a year you get to earn free products, and you get to pick them from this little brochure. So they've had some really, really great products in the past, and they've got great products this year. So what they often do is coordinate the free stuff with the stuff that is in the actual mini, the fall mini catalog. So for example, I'll just show you. For example, here's some beautiful paper. This is called Beautifully Penned, and this this coordinates with the hand penned suite that's in the annual catalog. And I'll show you a couple of cards I made over the weekend with that suite. This is actually what it looks like. So if you're into flowers, this is a gorgeous set. It's a bundle and it comes with a set of dies. Very, very pretty. So you stamp the main image and then you fill in with these solid images. And they don't fit exactly, which I love. It kind of creates this watercolor look to it. So here's an example of a card that I made. And the dies, you know, cut out the flowers beautifully. So here I just cut the main image and then I stamped over it with the floral images and the leaves. So that's one card I made. And here's a second card I made. I stamped the background just in black ink and then used the designer series paper. There's also a designer series paper that matches this set beautifully. Look at these colors that are in the paper. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so they decided to extend this set. It's doing very well. It's very popular. There's tons and tons of samples on Pinterest. And if you Google the set hand-penned petals, you'll find lots of samples. So they decided to add another paper pack to it. And it's basically in gray colors. But what's great about any black and whites or grays and whites is that you can spritz them with some color. You can use a brayer. You can use sponging techniques and to add extra color. So that's a free set that you can get. And then there's a stamp set called Peaceful Deer Bundle. That's in our mini holiday catalog. And so they've thrown in some free paper that you can match with that set. And this is the paper I want to show you today. Yeah, so lots of free stuff for you to choose from. Here's another example where you could get this Counting Sheep stamp set for free with a $60 order. And then you could, for another $60, you could get the dies to coordinate with it. So that made a full stamp set. So lots of fun. So if you'd like some catalogs, I just got a new batch of catalogs in. I have annual catalog, I have our holiday catalog, and I have our celebration. So if you'd like a copy of that, if you don't already have a demonstrator, then I'd be happy to get that to you. You just have to private message me. Okay, so let's show you these papers. We've got, there's 2 sheets of each, all right? So I'll just show you the front side. So here we've got these beautiful deer, and what they've done is they've paired it up with this buffalo check, which was very popular last year for Christmas cards. Then this sheet is kind of like a birch forest design. Very fun. I'm using this today on the card, and I'm using one of these deer on the card today. And then we've got this a gingham print with some snowflakes. Then we've got this tree design here. I love when things are in rows because they make great borders. Then we've got really different. This is our garden green color in snowflakes. It's nice to see a different color. And then deer in our Sahara sand colors. Those are very pretty. There's also striping in there as well. Okay, and then the backs, we always have great backs. So here we've got a gingham print. Here we've got some sort of, they look like little evergreen branches on there. Then we've got some snowflakes. And then we've got another plaid print. I'm using a piece of this on the card today. And then, of course, our beautiful candy stripes. And then a big full gingham here. Yeah, so great papers. And really, they're nice, a nice weight for little boxes or gift bags. Lots of fun. So that you can get for free. Okay, so our card sketch today. Good morning, Barbara. Okay, so today's card sketch I thought was going to be fun. And right away when I saw this circle, I thought of the deer. So I often on our papers, I like to cut out what's on the paper as well. If there's no associated punch or die with it, then you can just easily cut them out with circles or squares or whatever. So I've cut out this little deer for the circle part. There's no greeting on here, and I'm not going to add a greeting. I might do something on the inside. And then we've got the card base. Okay, so my card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and then I'm going to score this in half at 5 1/2 inches so that I can fold it in half. So 5 1/2 is half of 11. Yes, we do have to use math when we are card making. It's not difficult math though. There we go. And let's give that a burnish with our bone folder. Make a nice flat card base. Okay, so that's my card base there. Is that 4 1/4? Hope I didn't cut that wrong. No, that's 4 1/4. Okay, so then what I decided to do is the colors that are in that paper, I decided to bring in. At first I started with a white piece, and I was going to layer these pieces on top, but I didn't like the white, so I've switched it out for Sahara sand. So my plan is, this is my layer. Now this is 4 by 5 1/4, a typical layer. And then we've got 2 pieces, and I decided to use designer series paper. So we have this piece in the back here, this gray. They've indicated it as a smoky slate. And then a piece here, and they're both the same. They're 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. They're just oriented differently. So I decided to pull in the forest, the birch forest, and then I decided to use this lovely gingham to go on the front. I'm already noticing some problems here. Oh, there's an extra layer in here I didn't notice. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's go back. There's the card base, and then there's 2 extra layers on here. Okay, so let's go back with the white. Maybe that's what I was thinking. And this one is cut a little bit more narrow. This one is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 5. Let's just recut this. And what I thought I would do with this piece is we could either emboss this. We have this fantastic, you know what, there is something wrong with this layer. It looks too wide. It's a tad too wide. Yeah, it was too wide by a hair. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. So we've got the card base. We've got a white layer here. Then we've got Sahara sand. Okay, so card base 4 1/4 by 11. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, and this one is 3 3/4 by 5. There we go. Okay, then we're going to put this on. Okay, and then we're going to put this on. See, I noticed that because in the sketch, they've got this piece that goes to the edge of this top layer, you see? That's how I knew it was too wide. Okay, and then we're going to do this. Okay, now to me, it's a little plain there, so I want to, this is what we call stepping it up. So you start with a basic design and then you step it up. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to pull in, I have this stamp set called Snow Wonder. This is a gorgeous set. I absolutely love this snowman, and it's got some nice snowflakes in here. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to stamp a background. So I'm going to take these snowflakes, and I think I'm going to randomly stamp and make a background. Okay, and I'm going to use the same color. This is Sahara Sand. So let me grab that ink pad. Right here. Oh, Maggie is joining us this morning. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to randomly stamp some snowflakes. Now, when you're doing a background, you want to make sure you rotate your stamp, and you want to make sure you go off the edges of the paper. Okay? That's kind of like just the rule of thumb. You turn your stamp, keep rotating it. And go off the edges of the paper. Anybody do anything special this weekend? I started sorting through what I called my old life paper crafting. I've got tons of supplies that I want to sell off. I thought I would donate it. Does anybody out there know of a place? I'm in Victoria, so I prefer to stay local. Like some kind of an art school where I could donate papers and inks and ribbons and stuff. I thought I would just donate some of my stuff to get young people or even adults started in paper crafting. So if there's some kind of an art school, I could call them. And I thought of maybe some elementary schools. Julie, you would know that. Elementary schools. All right, so there's my randomly stamped snowflakes. That gives it a little bit more oomph. Okay, and then we've got this piece to put on. And then we're going to do this. So see, it's already being stepped up. Okay. Now, another thing to step it up with, I decided since my base is black, we've got this absolutely stunning black glimmer paper. So I thought I would back that. This is, we have a collection of circles, straight edge circles and scallop circles, and they all coordinate with a scallop, each of the straight edges with a scallop. So I thought I would add that. You see how it's already starting to pop a bit more. And I cut this extra strip maybe to put on the inside. And I thought I had here an extra strip of the Designer Series paper. I know I cut a strip. It is definitely not unlike me to lose something while I'm crafting. It happens every time. So I might have to just go cut another strip. Okay. Plus we need a piece of the white for the inside of the card. Okay, now, so what we could do to pump this up just a bit more is we could add another little black strip on here somewhere. Okay, or we have this fabulous black and white gingham ribbon. I absolutely love this. And so we could add a bow to the card. You know me, I love bows. This is very easy to tie a bow, and look how pretty that is. Little black and white gingham bow. So we could add a bow somewhere maybe around his neck. We could do that. So I'm going to start building my layers here. We could also, plus the black there, we could also add the gingham. Ooh, I kind of like that too. Okay, let's start building up our layers here. So I'm going to pull in my silicone craft sheet here, and I'm going to start gluing. I'm wearing a heavy sweatshirt this morning. It's kind of cold in the house now. That's what I'm saying. Fall is in the air, I think. Okay, so let's try and get this on as straight as I can. How many of you are thinking about your holiday gift giving? I know it's early. But if you're a paper crafter and you like to make, you know, maybe handmade gifts, now is the time to really seriously start thinking about it, because you know how fast the time goes. So this time of year, I start thinking about, you know, usually all year round, I pick up a little gift here and there. And I always like to make my own, you know, little paper bags or boxes. And then we have these fantastic little jars in the annual catalog. They were paired with the peach stamp set, and I bought a box of these jars, and I'm going to find a recipe for foot scrub, and I'm going to package them up in these little jars. I think that would make a cute little gift for some girlfriends. Okay, now it's often really hard to glue onto this glitter paper. So I like to use tear and tape. So I'm going to put some tear and tape on the back of this piece here. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my, what I fondly call my pokey tool, and pull that off. Make sure you burnish this well before you take the backing off, otherwise it kind of lifts off the tape. And I always pull it off from the middle. Okay, so let's stick this on here. Like so, and give it a good rub. Okay, now let's put this on. So we'll give this some tape. Let's keep our sketch forward here. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. Okay, then we have this strip of red going across the front here. I think this is coming along nicely. What do you guys think? Now this I think I'm going to put up on some dimensionals. So let me grab those. And I might put one here, and I might put one. How about donating to the homeschooling groups? Okay, I will give you a phone call because I don't know how to get in touch with those. That's a great idea. Okay. So we're going to put this on. Oh, before I do that, I thought I would do this little piece of black on here. Oh, that's too long. So let me snip that off. There we go. And then we have our deer. Yeah, I might put him down here. Like so. Okay, I think it's coming together quite nicely. Now, we used to have black rhinestones, and I don't believe we have those in the catalog anymore. So you can also take your regular rhinestones and you can color those. So if you have a black Sharpie, you can do that, or we have our alcohol markers. I have a black, these are our blends, these are our alcohol markers. Here we go. So I usually use the brush end, and then you can just lightly brush over these. Or if you don't have alcohol markers, you can definitely use Sharpie markers, work really well too. And you want to let them dry, and then you might want to go over it a couple of extra times, letting them dry in between to get some black. So yeah, so if you get our regular rhinestones, you can color them any color to match your project. So I might add a few of those in with the snowflakes. Okay. Now, what about that bow? I like the idea of the reindeer having a little bow around his neck. So let's try and do that. Make a little bow. There we go. We might put that right around his neck. Okay, so I need a little glue dot. And my pokey tool. And we'll stick this right on his neck. And then we'll stick down our bow. I think I'm going to tilt it a little bit so you get to see his little face. There we go. There's our cards this morning, using a free designer series paper. The Glimmer added a little extra something, didn't they? Okay, so let's add on our rhinestones now. And I'm going to go and cut another piece of basic white for the inside of the card. We need to decorate the inside of the card. Now another idea, since I can't find that strip of designer series paper that went walking. I don't know where it went walking, but it's gone off somewhere. I might do a strip of this ribbon on the inside. So I'll just wrap it right to the back. Now, before I do that, I'm going to do some more stamping. I think I want to do a few more of these little snowflakes in here. I love to carry the design from the front to the inside. So we'll do a few snowflakes maybe along the top. Okay, and we could put a greeting on the inside. So what do I have in this stamp set? Just happy Christmas, sending you blessings, peace, and magic this Christmas season. Christmas wishes and joyful greetings. Well, any one of those would do. So let's do this one. We're going to put this right in the snowflakes at the top. I often like to have some background stamping behind the greeting. And we'll do this in black. And I will line up my cardstock with my grid sheet. That's really helps you align your stamps. All right, so where is that ribbon? So I might, now that I've done that greeting, I don't know if I want ribbon in here. What do you guys think? Ribbon on the side or across underneath the greeting? Of course, if your comments aren't coming in, I can't see what you're thinking. Or maybe I don't need it at all. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it for today. Oh, hi, Janet. You're always welcome, even if you catch the last 5 minutes. Then you can always watch the replay. So I wanted to tell you about a stamp camp that's coming up on September 18th. I am getting together with 2 other demonstrators. They're actually demonstrators on my team, and we're doing a stamp camp. It's kind of an all-day event, and we're using the Tidings of Christmas bundle that is in the annual catalog, and we're making 9 projects in total, and it's not too late to register. We did have an early bird registration that's gone by, but you can still register and you still have time to purchase the bundle. So if you go over to, well, you can look at my Facebook posts, or if you go over to my website, ericaedney.com, under classes, you'll find all the information there, or you can private message me or call me and I can let you know what it's all about. So we have kits that we're putting together for all of the projects, and we're doing a Facebook Live so you can sit and craft along with us. And we're going to have prizes throughout the day. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that's September the 18th. Love for you guys to join. And if you're actually on my team, you get a discounted price. Another benefit of joining Stampin' Up, which is so much fun. Okay, what was I doing? I got a little waylaid. I'm putting some glue on the back, and this is going on the inside of the card. And then we have our colored rhinestones to add to the front of the card. Okay. Okay, there's the inside. See how nice the greeting is with a little bit of background there? Okay, and then we're going to add the rhinestones, and then we're done. I think I've told you this before. I am absolutely loving this putty end now that I know how to use it. I didn't know how to use it in the beginning. So what you do is you don't pick up the rhinestones, you push them off the paper. Okay, so we're going to put one there. We'll put one here. And we will put one here. Okay, there's the card. Okay, so if you'd like to make a card using the sketch, you can post it into the comments so that we can share our crafting creations and help inspire one another. That would be great. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining. If you want to know about that class, then you can private message me, or you can call me, or you can email me, and I'd be happy to give you all the details.